Oh, Sagittarius. This is such a complicated card. Low battery. So, I'm actually learning more about myself and how I interpret cards by having to say this aloud to you guys. Just so you know, I tend to read cards. If I read them for myself, I do the exact opposite of what I'm doing for you guys. I tend to pull all of the cards on all of the decks, one on top of another on the next one, and like a story literally unfolds before my eyes, and I can like absorb all of this information that I'm saying in like 15 minutes on like 1-2 cards for you guys in like an instant. Now, it's in there, but until I have my information explosion, like, Hamlet wants to play again. Are you gonna sit? I almost caught that in the air. He's pretty good. Alright, so I'm gonna put this card here so you can see it. I talk. They didn't need an intro, Ham. I have to think of another song quick. First song was Live Dolphins Cry. I can't think of it, but that's what I thought of. So maybe look up the lyrics. So listen to listen to your own intuition when I speak about these cards, because I sometimes don't even realize what I understand until I start to explain it aloud. I was thinking of volcano before, you know, an eruption. So you got the Lovers here. So let's see what we have. So I'm going to be symbolically blunt about how I interpret this right now with you, and then expand that interpretation into your own life, into your own situation, into your own intuition of where that symbol brings you, because this is a complicated card. Complicated, and I've probably looked at it. I've given this card a lot of time, but not that much time allowed. So maybe we're all thinking about decision about the Lovers. We've been thinking it for a long time, and it's the decision is ready to be made. Maybe with 2 people, maybe with 3, maybe within yourself, maybe between yourself and a situation, maybe between yourself and somebody else. But, so, alright, so let's look at this. So you have like Cupid here in the sky. You see this? Like, his fiery bow and arrow. Hold on. I need to look in the light. He's blind too. So Cupid is blind here. So you have the little cherub. So the cherubim angel isn't if anybody is can look that up, is Michael a cherubim? I'm not sure. I know he's an archangel, but there's different levels of angels. So the cherubim are supposed to be the ones closest to God, I also think. I think they're the one, I mean, they're shown as like little babies, but they're not always like that in art. Sometimes they're like a baby head and like 4 rainbow wings, or 6 wings. It might be 6. So it's almost like they're a visual representation of this fiery energy that maybe you can't see or explain, and that's how they do it in art. Maybe somebody look up the cherubim or like levels of angels. Maybe that's important for somebody. Maybe you have knowledge on that. You can help other people understand that better. But you know, Michael was in the other one. So, all right. So when I describe this, it's parables, it's metaphors. Take it into different lights. I have this weird light on as I said that, and it's shining blue. And then it's gonna decide to do something else because I can't find my remote. Alright, so let me put you down. Let's stop the interactive for a moment. And let me show you this. Can we get it in focus? All right, so at the top here you have angel, and then you have this two statuesque women. It could be that those were choices. Those are the past. Those are what you're busting out of. There's something that was there for your stability. You know, you have a right path, a left path. Maybe you want one direction, you want a different direction. These look like stained glass, like archway church windows / Vesica Pisces birth canal shape here to me. All right, and then you have this. Now, God's so weird in this one. God is God, fate, however you want to look at this. Now, he has a little face under here somewhere. You can hardly make it out. His big hands are stretched out, almost reaching you, the card reader. All, you know, also on top of these, this it's like a pyramid, this depth, this layering of your own soul, your own self. So you can look at this as you. This is your higher self. Maybe this little cherubim's fate stepping in, making you, shooting you with the arrow, because love is completely unexplainable and confusing as a motherfucker. So don't try to explain it all the time, just sometimes go with it. So whatever got shot with that bow and arrow did whatever it did. Maybe you went this path, maybe you went this path, maybe you're being birthed into a new canal here since you had death. This is the new you. You know, it looks like you found a balance in love, a balance in choices, a balance in yourself, a balance within somebody else. Hopefully, Sag. I hope. Please, if somebody has some awesome love stories, tell me about them. I want to hear some beautiful, like, birthing into new love. Alright, so he has a veil. He's not looking. He's not judging what this person decides. What this person decides. He's just feeling it out, helping you keep your balance, bobbing you back down if you went too low, making sure you're always protected. You're always looked out over. You always have this umbrella over you, making sure it doesn't rain on you. You're always protected in the heart of God, which is in the heart of you, which is in your center. You know? Okay. So maybe it's your mind that made you feel bonky. You know, you got shot in the heart by Cupid, and now your mind made you go a little bit crazy. It can do that. Love is weird. Alright, so I say that a lot. I'm sorry I say alright so a lot. It's bothering even me in videos. And now I notice it. So it's my own mirror. I'm getting my own weird mirror with these videos. That's strange. Alright, but God's wearing pink. So he's bathed in roses. He's bathed in love. Sweet, innocent, pure, happy, being yourself, love. Oh, I even put on my pink cashmere robe because I got cold. Look, I look like God. No, I'm not claiming that shit at all. Just connect to God and yourself. Your personal connection to God, whatever that is for you. What makes you feel better? What makes you feel love? Go with that. Start there. Start your discovery and your adventure there. Start simple. Start by being friends. Know who you're with. Be smart. Take your time. Feel it out. Know that you don't have to have those crappy strings of those decisions you made. You can come through, shine as your center. Okay, so you can also look at this as what I was saying in the video for the day on the Kundalini energy, the balance of the masculine and feminine coming up from the sacral chakra in your groin, connecting to your higher self and your majestic higher being. You know, that root guttural, fiery, animalistic self with this one, you know. Right. So God's stretching out his hands. You have a black man and the blonde white female. take that as your feminine, your masculine, your dark side, your light side. It doesn't matter how you interpret this. It might actually be racial for somebody. Maybe they are making a decision between somebody who's white and somebody who's dark, somebody who's in between. Who knows? Maybe you're of both races, and you know, you're looking at your inward makeup, your higher self, your lower self. They're all part of you. Love you. You're perfect how you are, because you're here to bring your perception of how you are and have us all be helped from getting a little bit into how you see things. Just like I'll try to give you a little bit of how I see things, and maybe that'll help somebody else out. I hope it does. I hope you leave these uplifted somehow. So, all right, so what do we have? These two are in union. They're both deciding to make a choice in marriage. They're both holding their right hands together. So that's, you receive energy in your left hand and you put it out into the world in your right hand. Okay? So they're using the energy that they use to create together. And they're putting their hands together. Now this is also, if you're scientific, you guys might get a part 4. I'm running on time. I did a complicated Sagittarius video. Oh, I can talk. Look at me. I can talk, and I got mascara all over my eye because that was so gross. There's somebody who's going to be totally grossed out by that. I didn't even know I have like mascara all over my face. I laid down on my pillow for a minute ago with my dog, my sister's dog, to upload the video, and it got all over my face. I'm a mess. You're going to get a part 4. Alright, so where was my hands? Receptive hand. Alright, so there's a way that you can test this with another person. If you take your right and their left, and then your right and their right, it does something different because the polarities are different. Right brain, left brain. Right brain controls your left, side. If you're actually, I think it's something must be different if you're right-handed or left-handed too. I don't know how that changes. Maybe you need to research that if you are the other. Maybe it's different if you're like left-handed. I don't know if that's different. I don't know if you still receive the same if you're left or right-handed. I'm right-handed. I'm pretty good with my left hand with things, but generally I'm right-handed, and I know that that's the energetic output hand. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh, I get it. I'm getting it from you. I'm getting the love from you too, so we're even. All right, so, but I don't know, is anyone out there left-handed and they can answer that? Or maybe research it if you're inquiring to do so, or you get that hankering. But they both have their right hands together. I think it doesn't matter if you're right or left-handed. I think the energy still goes out with the right off subject. So those hands are together to create. That's the end. Their left hand, so the hand that's receiving, is receiving from their past, receiving from their childlike self, receiving from their animalistic energy, which is what? Because we're getting a part 4. I mean, I'm back to the beginning of where I ended on the last video. So underneath the blonde white girl with her crown of the moon, you have the black baby and the white eagle. Underneath the black man, you have the white baby and the red lion. So the king of the air, the king of the earth. Then you have the egg and the snake. Okay, wisdom. And then we can get into the egg, but let's get past the egg and move along and see what these guys are holding. So in their left hand, she has the Holy Grail. It's a golden chalice with a white, see it? And it has a little white dove on it. And it's either has energy beaming in or out. There's light either going into her chalice, or her Holy Grail, or out. Probably both. And then her small white self is holding that with its left hand. So they're both receiving from the same chalice. So she's talking to her inner child. I'm going to come back. I'm going to run out of time. I'll see you soon. I love you.